I made 10 videos recently on YouTube, like in public. That's kind of sick. And now what I'm going to do is just ramble about it. In making the past 10 videos, the two biggest things that I learned were technical things and consistency things. So what do I mean by that? Technical just being editing, special effects, or even just things like making thumbnails. That's actually been a very fun process. For editing, there's some amount of satisfaction that I get from, oh, I'm just going to cut all these things out. It's kind of like cleaning your room, I guess, but it's just video edition. And another thing is special effects. That's been really fun. I got Apple Motion, which is like $50, one-time thing. I'm not sponsored. It's been great. There's a lot that goes into making animations, I've learned, but at the same time, they make it pretty straightforward. So I've been able to just make stuff. You know, if I want to visualize a set of ideas that I have, then I'm able to do it with that. I also picked up Pixelmator Pro, which also is just a one-time purchase thing. And that's been pretty nice too. Making thumbnails has been surprisingly fun. I don't get why I enjoy it, but also just fun. That's what's been keeping me going, really, is that the process of making videos is actually really fun. The recording process, give or take on some days, like today, it's been kind of, don't know why, but maybe it's because I don't have a script. It happens, right? I wanted this to be a check-in video, but just kind of keep it more casual. In addition to all of the technical things, I would say the consistency is a thing that I've learned now. It's hard because as of making this video, I have 5 subscribers and like 1 comment. Now, this isn't supposed to be a pity party. I don't care. It's fine. It sucks a little bit, but that's not the point. The point is to just simply do the thing. And here I am doing the thing, as I said in my first video. Here I am doing the damn thing. I think really the secret to this, aside from the usual super sweaty optimization stuff where you're like, oh, what sort of titles do people make? Or what sorts of thumbnails do people make? What are the popular topics? All that crap. Like, you kind of have to do that if you want to be popular. And in my case, like, I haven't really done that. I've mostly just posted stuff with thumbnails that I find interesting or titles that I find interesting that maybe could be similar to stuff that you see around, right? But I haven't like hyper optimized. Anyway, that was a long tangent. The thing is yeah, those are the things that I'm learning. The biggest secret really is just consistency. You just do the damn thing. Like, your stuff's not going to be perfect. I mean, I've seen people blow up and their videos are just whatever, right? Like, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be at the right place at the right time, talking about the right things. In my case, I'm just getting used to saying things in general. And then, you know, the whole right time, right place, right thing to say thing can come later. That's totally cool. It doesn't need to be, you know, and even if I do say the right thing at the right time, at the right place, whatever, you know, people might get interested in the channel and most of them will just kind of drop. You know, that's not sustainable. The idea is that you want to produce content that's good over time. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, that type of stuff. So that's kind of how I get through it. I just, you know, every time I post a video, I'm just like, look, I really liked that video. It was interesting. I put a lot of hard work into it. Nobody's going to watch it. Cool. Like, that's all good. That's fine. You know, if I kind of went into every video being like, oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be it, guys. This is it. Right here. This is it. No. That's not what it is. You know, I've heard a lot about people who will create videos and they're like, man, this thing was kind of trash. And then it blows up. Or, you know, the reverse. It's like, this is it. This is my magnum opus. I'm set. I'm good to go. After I post this video, there's no way in hell I'm not popular. And then it just craps the bed. So I think that's something I just got to keep in mind is that, you know, the world's a weird place. Sometimes you don't even realize you're saying the perfect thing at the right time. And most of the time you aren't. You're just spinning your wheels, and that's totally cool as long as you enjoy the process. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm enjoying the process. I really like the editing process. I like the special effects, you know, making the thumbnails. That's all fun. At some point, maybe if this channel gets really big, maybe, then I can just offload that to someone else. But in the meantime, I'm just enjoying the process, and it's tough between having a job and trying to create a SaaS project. It is tough trying to meet deadlines, but it's all good. You know, they're my deadlines. If I'm late, then so be it, right? If you're thinking of starting a channel yourself, go freaking do it, please. I mean, like, worst case scenario, nobody's gonna like care. So just do it. And if somebody has a strong enough feeling to want to insult you for a video you put out, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Assuming that you're not, you know, spouting hateful things, right? And you're talking about things you genuinely care about. But if somebody's like, if that actually sets somebody off enough, that's kind of cool. Good job. You know, like, look at me doing my thing and this is pissing you off. That's engagement. That's engagement right there. So, but yeah, that's just the peek behind the curtain. Mostly me rambling. I didn't really have any structure for this video. I just kind of wanted to talk about whatever. That's pretty much all I had. So thanks for watching.